There's never been a time in history where mobile security is more important than it is here in 2018. Today, I want to tell you about a new service that keeps your mobile data secure, both from hackers and from companies that look to gain an advantage from accessing your data. What's going on, Tech Squad? Andrew Edwards here, editor-in-chief of GearLive.com. If this is your first time here, this channel is all about tech, gadgets, and gaming. If you're into that kind of stuff, feel free to hit the subscribe button down below along with the bell notification icon so you don't miss any future videos. As I said, today, I want to talk to you about mobile security and specifically about a new upcoming service that aims to help you keep your data and personal details secure, both from hackers and from seemingly legitimate companies that try to gain an advantage by accessing things like your contacts. The new app I want to tell you about is from a company called Shuffle. They've been around for a few years. If you're unaware, Shuffle makes an app that you can download today, which allows you to create additional disposable phone numbers you can use to call or text, as well as receive voicemails through right from your iPhone. It's a separate number from your main number, so it allows you to keep your real phone number safe, especially when you're dealing with people who you may not trust or know. And by the way, big shout out to Shuffle for their concern about user privacy and for sponsoring this video so I can share their message with you. Now that app is similar to some others out there like Burner, which give you extra phone numbers. The difference with Shuffle's app is that it also gives you temporary email addresses that you can use as well for when you don't want to give out your main email. It's not unusual for people today to only have one phone, a mobile phone that often functions as their work number, their home phone, and also their mobile number when they're on the go. But sharing that one phone number with work colleagues and friends to the random dude trying to buy your old sofa on Craigslist doesn't really make a lot of sense in this day and age. And that's where apps like Shuffle have historically been able to help. Instead of posting your private cell phone number on websites like Craigslist or sharing it with other people who you may have only just met, instead, you can give them a temporary phone number, keeping your private number safe. So again, Shuffle creates these virtual phone numbers you can use so you can text, make and receive phone calls, and send emails without giving up your privacy and private information. But that is not the app that we're talking about today. Shuffle is actually taking things to the next level with its new app and service called PrivateLine. PrivateLine is their upcoming second phone number app that aims to massively improve mobile privacy. Now, PrivateLine is currently in development and planned for release in early 2018, but if you want a chance to get in on the early access beta, be sure to hit the link down in the description below. Shuffle didn't want to give too much away, but at a high level, they're using the latest in AI and machine learning power technologies to not only let you know who's calling you, but also why they're calling you before you answer the phone. They also automatically block unwanted calls from scammers, telemarketers, spammers, and fraudulent callers before they even make it to ringing your phone. So again, the main Shuffle app, which you can get right now, is for people who want temporary numbers and email addresses, while PrivateLine caters to people who want a longer-term second phone number, along with those other advanced features. Now again, PrivateLine isn't launching until 2018. I personally can't wait to get it here on my device because let's be real, in 2017, the robocalls were going through the roof. In fact, there were over 2.7 billion robocalls in November alone, and I feel like at least half of those rang to my phone. And again, that's another thing that PrivateLine is aiming to make a thing of the past. Now, another thing I want to commend Shuffle for, both with PrivateLine and with the current Shuffle app, is the fact that they aren't crowdsourcing your data. That is a huge issue that most people don't realize is happening. And you can actually try this out for yourself right now and prove if a company is using your data and crowdsourcing it and sharing it with other people. Two examples of this are the apps Haya and Truecaller. If you go on your phone right now and create a new contact and give it a ridiculous name, so some ridiculous first name, some ridiculous last name that you just made up right now that you're pretty confident no one else is gonna have, put that into your phone and give it the phone number for a contact who you know very well. So one of your friends, your spouse, whatever, sibling, then download either Haya or Truecaller, set up an account, and when it asks you if it can access your contact list, say yes. If you say yes, it's gonna import your contacts, including the fake contacts that you just created. So give it about a day, 24 hours after they've collected your address book, and have that person who you saved to your phone give you a call. So again, whether it's your spouse or your best friend, sibling, whoever it is, who you saved under a ridiculous name, have them call you on your Haya or Truecaller account. And what you're gonna find is that the ridiculous name that you saved them as is gonna pop up under the caller ID. And that's how a lot of these companies are building their caller ID databases, by basically harvesting all your data and then sharing it out with others. So if that person calls someone else's Haya or Truecaller account, that same name that you gave them in your phone is gonna pop up. And that is a privacy issue, because these companies aren't telling you that when they grab your address book, it's not for your own personal use, it's actually for the use of everybody using their service. And there's nothing stopping that information from being tied back to you. And I assume when you add someone to your address book, it's not your intention that their personal details that you're saving to your device are then meant to be used by a company to grow their business. That's just my assumption. It's certainly not what I would want to happen with the data that I save to my devices. So again, big shout out to Shuffle for how they're handling privacy in this day and age. If you're interested in PrivateLine or mobile security and privacy in general, there is a great blog post that Shuffle just put up. I will link that down in the description as well. And again, if you want to get in on the beta early access to PrivateLine, I'll also leave a link to that in the description as well. There you have it, guys. Now I want to hear from you. What do you think about mobile privacy in this day and age? Do you think consumers are aware of best practices, or do you think most people are just giving up their data without even realizing that they're doing it? Sound off in the comments below. I'll meet you there for further discussion. Thanks so much for watching as always, guys. If you haven't done so already, please do hit the like button if you enjoyed this one, and don't forget, click or tap on my face when it appears here at the bottom of the screen in order to subscribe for free to the channel. Again, thanks so much for watching. As always, I appreciate your support. I'm Andrew Edwards, and I'll catch you in the next video.